of what happened on October 7th, because I'm sure a lot of us don't know what happened that day. So let's take a listen.
Mr. President, you alone in the whole world, have the power to persuade Prime Minister Netanyahu to stop the demolition of Gaza City, to stop the starvation of Palestine, and to stop the killing of civilians. If not now, when will you exercise that power to tell him to stop?
Sure.
And then for both of you,
but you do understand about October 7th.
You do understand. No, believe me, I understand.
One of the worst days in the history of humanity.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. I didn't know that. Wow. You mean
I didn't know it was one of the worst. I mean, it was not a great day, I'm sure, for a lot of people, but the worst day of humanity. That's.
You mean when people who are occupied fought back? I don't think that's one of the worst days. I think that every day since October 7th has been a worst day for humanity.
And I mean, that might have been the Susie Wiles Netanyahu talking points, right? Have you heard of October? Everything. Yeah. You ask him a question about the starving children. You ask him a question about, high-speed trains. You ask him a question about the Epstein files. But have you heard of October 7th? Which, by the way, I want to point out again, in terms of what happened on that day, right? Immediately thereafter, Charlie Kirk was on the PBD podcast saying, hey, was there a stand-down order? Because he's flown from Jerusalem.
There was a stand-down order, we know now, by whistleblower soldiers inside the IDF who actually worked on the fence. And they said that if they were told to stand down, and they were like, why? Well, there's a sniper. Well, if there's a sniper, we'd be the first ones to know about it. How do you know about it? And so we've already covered that on this show. And so, yeah, there definitely was a stand down order, and this was set up. And, we've covered it extensively from just using sources inside of Israel, Jewish newspapers and Jewish news organizations, that this was enabled, at the very least, enabled by Benjamin Netanyahu and the Israeli government, so they could use this as a pretext to go in and what they've always wanted to do, which was flatten Gaza and steal all the land in the next to West Bank and do the Greater Israel Project. It's clear to everybody who is not being blackmailed currently by Israel that was the plan all along. Everybody knows it, and but that's all they. So again,